The first time anyone saw Winnie with a blanket in her mouth, they couldn't help but laugh. It didn't matter if it was a big blanket, a small tea towel, or even something taken right from the bed. If Winnie wanted it, she would take it. She walked proudly through the house with her prize, ears pinned back, eyes squinting with joy. You could see how much it meant to her. Unlike most dogs who might chew or shred what they find, Winnie was always gentle. She carried blankets as if they were her babies. She never tore them apart or played rough. She just held them, walked around with them, and sometimes curled up beside them like they were treasures. The sight of her proudly holding a blanket always brightened the day for everyone around her. Over time, it became clear this wasn't just a random habit. Blankets were Winnie's comfort, her favorite game, and her way of making people smile. She would quietly sneak into a bedroom or kitchen, grab whatever soft thing she could find, and walk away with it in her mouth. The family would laugh and tell her, "That's not yours, Winnie." But she never looked guilty. She looked happy, almost like she was smiling back at them. Visitors who came to the house always wanted to meet Winnie. They had heard the stories, and when they finally saw her parading proudly with a blanket, they instantly fell in love. It was impossible not to. Winnie had a personality that stood out from the moment you met her. She wasn't just another dog. She had quirks, charm, and an almost human way of showing emotion. Her favorite moments were when she could share space with people she loved. At bedtime, she didn't want to stay at the foot of the bed. She wanted to be right next to her person, head on the pillow, close enough to feel safe and warm. At times, she would stretch out and flash a grin that looked exactly like a smile. The family joked about it often, but deep down they knew it was her way of showing happiness. Life with Winnie was never boring. Every day, she came up with little games that made the house brighter. Sometimes she carried around the same blanket for hours. Other times she picked out a new one, as if collecting her favorites. And every single time, she made it clear, these weren't toys to destroy. They were her special treasures. What made Winnie even more special was the way she gave back love. She wasn't just playful, she was deeply affectionate. She loved to snuggle, curling her body against the people she trusted most. She loved attention, but she also gave it freely. Anyone having a hard day only needed to look at Winnie with her blanket, and the stress would fade away. Her family often said they had never met a dog like her. She was funny, sweet, and always found a way to surprise them. Some dogs bark for attention, others beg for food. But Winnie simply carried her blanket and smiled. It was her language, and everyone understood what she meant. She was happy, and she wanted to share that happiness. Looking at her now, it's easy to see why she became such an important part of the family. She wasn't just a pet, she was a best friend. Her silly habits, her endless snuggles, her gentle way of turning blankets into her babies, all of it added up to something unforgettable. Winnie gave joy every single day, and in return, she was loved beyond measure. Her story reminds us of something simple but important. Animals don't need much to be happy. Sometimes it's just a blanket. What they really want is love, security, and someone to share life with. And when they find it, they give back 10 times more. If Winnie's story made you smile, give it a like. Tell us your rescue story in the comments. And even sharing this video helps more animals like Winnie find the love and happiness they deserve.